Harrington Hall, a historic dormitory on the campus of a prestigious university, had a reputation for being one of the most haunted buildings on campus. The stories surrounding Harrington Hall were whispered among students for generations, and many had experienced eerie occurrences within its walls. The legend began in the early 1900s when the hall was first constructed. It was said to have been built atop an old cemetery, and the restless spirits of the deceased were believed to still linger. The most famous ghostly resident was the Lady in White. According to the legend, she was a young woman who had tragically died by suicide in the dormitory during the early 1920s. Students claim to have seen her apparition wandering the hallways, often dressed in a flowing white gown. Strange happenings were a common occurrence in Harrington Hall. Lights flickered without explanation, doors slammed shut on their own, and temperature fluctuations were felt by those brave enough to spend the night. Many students reported hearing disembodied footsteps and whispers in the middle of the night. One chilling story involved a group of friends who decided to conduct a seance in one of the dorm rooms rumored to be particularly active. They dimmed the lights, lit candles, and began attempting to communicate with the spirits. Suddenly, the room grew icy cold, and a powerful gust of wind blew out the candles. Terrified, they fled the room, leaving behind a disrupted Ouija board. Another infamous incident occurred when a student claimed to have been awakened in the middle of the night by a spectral figure standing at the foot of their bed. The figure was described as a shadowy silhouette with hollow, empty eyes. As the students stared in horror, the apparition slowly faded away. The university administration did its best to downplay the stories and reassure students that there was a rational explanation for the strange occurrences. However, the tales of Harrington Hall's hauntings persisted, passed down from one generation of students to the next. In an attempt to prove the skeptics wrong, a group of paranormal investigators visited Harrington Hall one fateful night. Armed with cameras, recording equipment, and EMF detectors, they embarked on a mission to document any paranormal activity. They claimed to have captured unexplained orbs of light, strange EVPs, and even glimpses of the elusive Lady in White on their footage. To this day, Harrington Hall remains a source of fascination and fear on campus. Students continue to share their eerie experiences, and some even choose to avoid the dormitory altogether. Whether one believes in the supernatural or not, the legend of Harrington Hall serves as a reminder that college campuses often hold their own mysterious and unexplained stories, adding an extra layer of intrigue to the college experience.